Hey everyone, it's Sam here from Sugar Spun Run, and today I'm showing you how to make lemon brownies. So I know what you're probably thinking, brownies are typically made with chocolate, and today's lemon brownie recipe has no chocolate in it whatsoever. However, when I started to make this recipe, I was going to call them lemon bars, but as most of you know, lemon bars are something very different. They're a shortbread layer with a lemon curd-like topping, and these are just moist, fudgy-like bars full of lemon flavor, but no chocolate. So we're calling them lemon brownies, and hopefully you'll bear with me with the name. To get started, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, you're going to need 1 cup of unsalted butter, and as you can see, I've gone ahead and melted mine. You're going to want to melt yours too. Now, after you melt your butter, you want to let it cool for a little bit. You don't want it to be scorching hot when you add your sugar. Mine has cooled for about 10 to 15 minutes, so I'm going to add my granulated sugar, and you'll need 1.5 cups. We're also going to add 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon zest. Now when zesting your lemon, make sure you don't zest too far. You don't want to hit the flesh of the lemon. There's a white layer between the meat of the lemon and the rind. It's called the pith, and if you hit that, you're going to end up with a really bitter flavor. Now stir everything together until your butter and your sugar and your zest are really well combined. Now we'll add our eggs. You'll need 1 large egg plus 1 large egg yolk, and you want these to be at room temperature. We'll also add 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/2 teaspoon of lemon extract. Make sure to stir everything really well until it's completely combined. We're also going to stir in 1 tablespoon of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Now set your wet ingredients aside. We're done with those for a couple minutes, and you're going to need a separate medium-sized bowl with 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Add 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Stir these together. All right, let's bring back our wet ingredients, and we're going to stir in our dry ingredients until everything is completely combined. Our lemon brownie batter is ready, so now we are going to need a 9x9 pan. I've lined mine with parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, you can just grease and flour the pan instead. So I'm just going to evenly spread this batter into the pan. And it is a thick batter, that's fine, it's supposed to be. All right, we'll transfer this batter to our 350 degree Fahrenheit preheated oven, where it will need to bake for about 30 to 33 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean, or preferably with a few moist crumbs. Make sure you do not overbake your lemon brownies, or they could end up dry and crumbly. Now let your lemon brownies cool completely, and if you would like, once they've cooled, you can top them with a simple lemon glaze. Now to make the lemon glaze, you'll need 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, and you'll need 1 to 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Now you just need enough to get this icing the right thin consistency, so we're going to start by just adding 1 tablespoon and then add more as needed. You can use a spoon or a whisk to beat everything together. I like to use a whisk because that gets rid of any lumps that might be in the powdered sugar. So this is the consistency that I'm looking for. This is how I know that it's done. If you look, when I pull up the whisk, that ribbon that falls back, it holds its shape for just a second before it melts back into the rest of the icing. And the reason I like this consistency is because I know it's going to harden on top of the brownies. It's not going to stay wet and sticky, but it's also not so thick that it's going to be difficult to spread. Now, if you'd like, at this point, you can also add about a teaspoon of fresh lemon zest. I'm going to use the parchment to just very easily lift these lemon brownies out of their pan. And now we can add our lemon glaze. Now, in a perfect world, we'd let these lemon brownies sit. We'd let that glaze completely set before we dig in. It only takes about 20 to 30 minutes, but I really don't have that kind of patience, so we're going to go ahead and dig in now. And that is how you make lemon brownies completely from scratch. I really hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you try it out, please let me know what you think. I always love hearing from you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Hey, if you guys enjoyed today's lemon brownie recipe video, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Also, if you enjoyed today's recipe, here are a few others you might like as well.